failed me on purpose, so I found a way to make him regret it. It was my final semester of high school. I was on track to graduate with honors until Mr. Anders, my economics teacher, gave me a failing grade on the most important assignment of the year. Now, I'm not saying I was a perfect student, but I worked hard, I asked questions, and I always submitted everything on time. This was different. I turned in a group project we'd spent weeks on, and the feedback came back with a big red F and just 4 words: plagiarism will not be tolerated. I was stunned. I'd written every part of that report myself, cited every source. I even had the original notes and Google Docs drafts with timestamps. So I went to him after class and asked what part he thought was plagiarized. He didn't even look up from his desk, just said, "If you're innocent, you can take it up with administration." So I did. I brought everything: drafts, references, even emails showing when I sent parts of it to my group. The vice principal glanced through it and said she'd talk to Mr. Anders. The next week, nothing changed. My grades stayed the same. I wasn't allowed to redo the assignment. I lost my honors qualification. Scholarships I'd been shortlisted for suddenly weren't calling back. It felt like everything I worked for just collapsed because one teacher decided he didn't like me. I nearly gave up. But then something happened. A friend of mine, Jenna, told me that the same thing happened to her last year. Different assignment, same accusation. No proof, no discussion, just failed. Another student overheard and added, "Wait, Mr. Anders failed you too? For plagiarism?" In total, 5 of us, all female students, had similar stories. That's when I got angry. I filed an official appeal with the school board. This time, I didn't just bring my project. I brought witness statements, digital logs, screenshots, and the names of other students he'd failed under shady circumstances. But it didn't stop there. Jenna's older sister worked for a local education blog. She helped us write a detailed piece. Not slander, just facts. We posted it anonymously and included a contact email for anyone who had similar experiences. Within days, we had over a dozen replies, some from years ago. The pattern was clear. Female students, especially high achievers, being arbitrarily penalized by the same teacher. The story picked up traction. A reporter reached out. Parents started calling the school. Suddenly, we were invited to meet with the district's academic ethics board. Mr. Anders was put on temporary leave while they investigated. And this time, they actually looked at the evidence. My grade was overturned, so were Jenna's and 2 others. Our college counselors reached out to the scholarship boards with statements from the school acknowledging the situation. One of mine was reinstated. Mr. Anders didn't come back the next year. No public statement was made, but the rumor was that he had quietly resigned. I didn't get to graduate with honors. That ship had sailed, but I graduated with something else. Proof that speaking up matters, that silence helps people like him stay in power. And yeah, on the last day of school, I walked past Mr. Anders' empty classroom, slipped a copy of my A-grade essay under the door, and wrote in Sharpie on the envelope, "Cited properly, checked twice, still standing."